Hello and welcome to Cartoon Workshop number 3. And today we are going to be doing a cartoon workshop about a cat. And this was recorded a few days ago with Ryan. And the two of us put our heart and soul into doing this little workshop for you. But I happen to have a nice special guest with me who's going to join me doing this live class. Aubrey, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Awesome. And are you excited to do some cartooning?
Yes.
Yes, good. Okay, I'm excited to do some cartooning, and I hope you guys are too. Let's get started. Okay, so before we actually start the cartoon workshop and before we start doing this little coloring bit, I forgot that Aubrey has a very special joke about a cat. Aubrey, you have a joke for me?
Yes.
What is it?
Why don't cats play games in the jungle?
I don't know. Why don't cats play games in the jungle?
Because there's too many cheetahs.
Because there's too many cheetahs. Good one. Woo! Nice one, Aubrey. That was really good. And I also wanted to share, we had some fun the other day, didn't we, Aubrey? I think it was yesterday. We were out playing on the front driveway when it was raining, and we were having fun using the chalk, and we ended up calling it water chalk. And we did a little video about drawing on the driveway.
Yucky.
Hey Wesley, who lives down there? You guys making watercolor, water chalk?
Let's draw some cartoons.
That was wet, wasn't it, Aubrey? It was not a very dry day, but we had fun. So we're going to do a quick little lesson about coloring. This may take only a minute or so, but what I want to do is I want this cartoon cat to be colored by you, if you can, after we've done the workshop. Now, as you can see, this is the cat that we're drawing, and it is in color. So it's not easy. A lot of young artists don't like to color. And actually, Aubrey, are you a colorer? Do you like to color?
Well, I went to art class, so yes.
Yes, you do. Okay, let's pick up the pencil crayon if you can. And I want to just show you a quick tip. If you don't have a pencil crayon, don't worry because I didn't, ask for you to have a pencil crayon, but you can try this with your pencil. So when you're coloring, it's very much like shading. You want to make sure that you have the same pressure on the page. And what I mean by pressure is the same strength. So what a lot of young children will do is when they color, they just kind of color, they go all over the place, and it ends up looking like you see light lines and you see dark lines. And I'll even try it with a darker pencil crayon so you can see a bit better. Let me move it over here. And they're all over the place, and we try to color it in dark, and then we try to color in light. And it ends up being quite, messy looking, and that's okay because, of course, we're only in the beginning stages of our art and cartooning journey. But if you can, when you're coloring your cat today, if you can, try to color with the same strength, the same pressure. And I'm trying to right now color with the same pressure. Now that's not easy to do with some young fingers because when you have young fingers, you don't have the same control. But you could almost even change the direction. That's okay as long as you're using the same pressure. Aubrey, I see that you're doing that on that little page there. That's good. And then what you can do is in certain parts of your picture, you can start to put a little bit more pressure to show shadows. And you just change the pressure. So your job today, after we've done the cartoon workshop, is to try to color using very light pressure. So Aubrey's tried here with this little tiny sticky note, but that's good, Aubrey. I can see that you were trying to put down light pressure, and then you pressed harder here. So it's kind of like painting a wall in your house. You can do layers. So now I'm going over it again with a different layer. I'm pressing a little bit harder. And again, what I'm doing is I'm avoiding all these kind of, unsightly lines. So this is better. And if you want to get even darker, you can. The other thing I mentioned the other day was about my pencil. I haven't changed the grip. See that little flat part of my pencil crayon? I want to keep that on the page because if I twist my pencil crayon, look, so where is it again? Try to get in focus. If I twist my pencil crayon and now use the sharp part, look what happens. Now I start coloring and it's messed it up a little bit. Okay, it makes the line not so nice. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. So we're ready to start our drawing part. And this was with Ryan a couple days ago. Hopefully you have your pencil with you. Do you want to, Aubrey, show the lid again, just for any new viewers? Where's the lid? We use that lid. Aubrey, what do we use the lid for?
Well, we use it for like circles.
Yeah, so when we need to draw circles, like the head of this, wait, where am I going here? This side. When I'm drawing the head of this cat, I want to maybe use a circle or a lid, don't I, Aubrey? Okay, so pencil, paper, eraser, and lid. Hi, and welcome to another cartoon workshop. My name is Mr. Francis, and we're going to do a cartoon cat. And I have a special guest with me today, and he's going to join me, and he's going to draw his version of the cat that I'm drawing. Say hi, Ryan.
Hi.
All right, Ryan, are you ready? Do you have your pencil?
Yeah.
And you have your paper? You got your eraser? And do you have the round lid to help you with your circles?
Yeah, right here.
Perfect. Okay, so he's got his round circle to help him because, some of the younger artists have trouble drawing those round circles. And that's one thing I'm going to probably say in all my workshops about drawing round circles. Anyway, let's get started with our cartoon cat. First thing we're going to draw, no big surprise. Ryan, what are we probably going to draw?
Circle.
We're going to draw a circle. So let's draw our circle. Now, I don't want my circle to be too big. That might be a bit too big. You want enough room for a little body. So this is the page. Maybe your circle Looks like that. Now, when I'm drawing my circle, I'm having to like go over it a few times. Ryan, how's your circle going? You've traced it, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, don't forget to draw lightly, Ryan. And that's okay. It looks pretty good. But you're going to draw the rest of your picture nice and light, right?
Okay. I'm not really good at drawing light.
It's okay. Okay. How old are you again?
6.
He's 6. He's going to do a good job. He's all right. Okay, we're going to do the line in the center. So draw that center line. But Ryan, you don't have to draw that center line if you don't want to. Do you want to or not?
No.
No? So as a 6-year-old, you're thinking you don't need that center line, right? Okay. All right, so I'm going to draw, and this picture is going to be very similar to the drawing that we did the first workshop. It's going to be very similar because we have, it starts the same way, the cartoon face, except this time it's going to be a cat. But here's the cartoon face. Now, with my cat, I got to be honest with you, Ryan, I think I might want the eyes to be a smidge closer, but that's okay.
I did it kind of a little bit closer.
I'm going to try to cheat a little bit and try to make my eyes a little bit closer. And I see how I got a little bit dark there. I don't want to go dark because I want to be able to darken my pictures later or darken my drawing later. So I always go over it a few times to fix it up to make it look nice. Anyway, there's my beginning. Ryan, it looks pretty good. Okay.
Mine's like looking sideways and like forward. And like not that, like just right.
Okay, so yours is looking just a little bit different than mine. All right, so now we're going to do a nose, and this is a cat nose. So if I zoom in, I used to always like to call these upside down strawberries. I don't know why, or it looks more like a diamond, or no.
Oh no, it kind of looks like a beak, but shorter beak.
A shorter beak. Looks like a short little beak. Okay. So there's the nose of the cat.
That little stem that's going a little bit down is good because you can and the cat needs attached to the mouth. The nose is attached to the mouth. It has a little line. It's attached to the mouth too, and that's kind of like the cat.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so we're going to draw the pupils, right, Ryan? These are called the pupils. Now, do you remember that trick we did with the eraser? Do you want to try doing that? Or, do you remember? I'll show you. So before you draw it, what you might want to do is either have a really good eraser or create like this kind of look when you're drawing with your eyes.
Like, do I have to have another circle and then do that? Like another circle and then do it like that?
Here, I'll show you what you can do. So if you look up at my screen, what you can do is, so here's your eyeball, but with the pupil, you can do like a Pac-Man. Do you know what a Pac-Man is, right?
Yeah.
So you can try that.
Okay. Like this?
Yeah.
So,
Yep, that's fine.
like that?
More like
A circle and then a little.
so you know what you could do is just draw like a little dot like that, and then with your eraser, just erase a little bit of it. Or if it's too hard, don't worry about it. Right? If it's too hard, I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
So for the beginner drawers, like Ryan is 6, and that's a bit challenging for him to do that little reflection. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. Not a big deal. Okay. Next, we're going to do the mouth. We're going to draw a line coming down like that. And I'm going to make my cat's mouth look a little crooked. He's going to have a smiley face here on this side.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that. And then on the other side, it's going to be a bit bigger.
A little bit bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of looks like a.
Looks good. Okay, so I'm going to erase this part down here. We don't need this anymore. All right. Let's now move on to the ears. So ears are going to be hard to do. So I'm going to start with a big triangle.
Big triangle. A big.
That goes out like this. So Ryan, look at the angle it's going on. It's kind of going out at an angle like that. And then the other one is going to go, they almost look like bat ears, don't they? Looks like a bat. It's like you'd almost think bats and cats are related somehow.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are giant ears.
Mine's not that giant.
So Ryan, can I show? So Ryan's done kind of like a rabbit. So Ryan, are you happy with the rabbit look, or do you want to make it look more like a triangle?
I kind of like the rabbit look.
You like the rabbit look?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to draw now the inner part of the ear, and it's like when I drew the. Hold on, it's like when I drew the girl. It was like that. The cartoon face. It's like a backwards letter H and a frontwards letter H. What were you going to say?
It kind of looks like a hook.
Kind of looks like a hook. Yeah. So
Kind
you
of
want to try drawing that? So yours is going to turn into a rabbit, is it? And I'm going to draw these little, smudging up these little hairs here. Do you notice what I'm doing here? Can you see that?
Yeah. But I can't do that on the picture.
Nope. So you can just draw these lines like I'm doing.
Okay.
There we go. And I'm going to draw the eyebrows next. So the eyebrows are going to come in here. And remember, Ryan, we talked about this. You want your eyebrows. So when Ryan did his eyebrow last time, I remember he just did this. Do you remember? He just did like a quick squiggly.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to do a quick squiggly. We want to really take our time and draw like a nice thick eyebrow. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're getting there. Picture's looking good. So I noticed that one ear is bigger than the other on my character. So I'm going to just tweak it a bit. I'm going to go over it a little bit and make mine a little bit smaller so that it looks a bit more evened out.
Yeah.
All right.
Like you kind of look like light and like really much like a cat.
And my cat, because it's going to have, it's been around for a while, I'm going to have like a little, like, I don't know what you would call that.
A boo-boo, like
It's got a boo-boo. Yeah.
Bite?
A bite. Maybe it got bitten by a bat. Okay.
Or a rabbit.
Or you were a rabbit, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to draw now. So when I was drawing the girl, do you remember, Ryan, when I was drawing the girl, I had the cheeks. Remember we were talking about the cheekbones?
Those cheekbones, those kind of go like not that much out, but mine are not that much out, but kind of yours are a little bit cheekbones are a little bit out more.
So my cheekbones stick out a little bit more. So like a cat, they have like these furry cheeks that come out, right? So we're gonna have the furry cheek come out. So watch this. I'm gonna go out just a little bit, not too much, and it kind of looks like a triangle a little bit, but it's coming out like that.
Yeah, but then it has a little like
like fur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to try drawing that?
Yeah.
And I'm going to do the same on the other side. It's not going to come out too much.
Not like mine.
Okay, so this is important. This is what Ryan did. So I want you guys to see if you might want to fix this. Where am I? Right here. So Ryan just did the cheeks coming out like this. So I want to fix that with you, Ryan. Can I do that with you?
Okay.
Okay, because this one I want to fix a little bit. So let's have a look. What can Ryan do to fix this? Well, with your picture, we can erase this.
Yeah.
And what we can do is, here's a way of doing it. We can just have a triangle that comes out like that. Can you do that on the other side? Like nice and lightly like that on the other side? You going to try to do that?
There.
Okay, now you can make it furry and fuzzy like mine. Okay? To make it furry and fuzzy so that it kind of has a similar look. Doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Kind of. It's okay. Okay, back to the picture. So if you're wondering, I'm drawing from so this is the picture I drew earlier. So to help me out, I'm drawing the picture I drew like this morning, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm drawing it again. So it always helps to draw your pictures more than once.
I saw that picture on that iPad.
Yeah, in fact, I'll find it for you. It is right there. So I already drew it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so keep going,
times.
Ryan. Keep working on your picture. I'm going to do some erasing and just kind of polish this picture up a little bit. I'm going to do the chin as well. The chin, just like the girl, needs to be down at the bottom there. So we have like a little pointy
It kind
chin.
of looks like a neck, but
Yep.
like mine I didn't.
Yep, but then you erase. See what I'm doing? So you want to get the eraser and you want to erase the what I call construction lines. So you want to erase those construction lines. And I'm going to do some more erasing too. I'm going to erase some more of my construction lines just up by the ears. So can you see, Ryan, what I'm doing? I'm erasing, have a look, I'm erasing these lines right here.
Why?
Well, because they're not needed anymore. That was just to help me shape the head. But now I don't need them. And that's one thing that young drawers struggle with is they're like, why are you drawing all these extra circles and lines? And to be honest, a lot of animators and illustrators, they do that so that they can mold their pictures. So
like move around and
yeah. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Our character starting to look like a cat. Let's do I'm gonna do some whiskers or some little dots.
so then you can do whiskers.
Yep.
But that one has 2 and that one has 3.
Well, that's okay. I'm gonna shade the nose in a little bit. There we go. And I'm gonna make these ears kind of a bit different slightly. What else do I want to do to my picture? Just want to make it look a bit better. I don't want to be that person who just kind of draws it quick and be like, it's good. You want to really kind of go over it. And what I see a lot of artists do, and maybe you do this at home, is you kind of tilt your head. You're like, do I like the way it looks? Do I like the angle that it's on? So that's always something that people do. I noticed that my picture, I could have made my eyes a bit bigger. I think I would have liked the eyes to be a bit bigger. In fact, I'm going to cheat. Now, you guys can't do this, but I'm going to make my eyes a little bit bigger.
Wow.
Do I like the eyes a bit bigger?
Yeah.
Is that funny? Well, it looks kind of creepy. I don't know. Maybe I want the eyes to be a bit... Nah, I'm going to leave it the way it was. It's okay. Okay, so now the neck.
Well, you don't have to, do the little dots. You can do, lines.
Yeah.
Neck.
So there's the neck of my cat. I might do it... You know what? Before I do the neck, I might do a little lower lip. Just like that.
Lower lip.
Yeah. How's yours coming, buddy? Working hard on your drawing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to do the body. Now this isn't easy to do. So there's a kind of a strategy behind this. I'm going to do a line that comes out like this, another line that comes out like this. So it kind of looks like it's a cat inside like a beaker or I don't know. And then I'm going to come out like this. So I'm drawing the feet, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So, and draw that lightly. You want to draw that lightly because you'll see why later on. Have a look at the screen up here, Ryan. This is a bit easier. Have a look at that. Okay. He's working hard. Busy drawer. He likes to stand when he draws, doesn't he? Okay. So, I'm going to draw now the feet. So see what I'm doing here? And I'm going to have the feet meet. And then I'm going to have this kind of look. Whoa, don't know if I like that. That looks a bit weird. See how this looks weird? So I'm going to fix that a little bit. I'm going to kind of make it look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shaping. This is like where you mold your character. So you want to start now like with your light, because you're drawing lightly. I'm going to kind of now make shoulders, right? So I'm making like the shoulders of my cat. See what I'm doing, Ryan?
Yeah.
So making the shoulders of my cat. Okay. So what we need to do now is we need to do the rest of the body. So we're going to do...
more feet.
Yeah, more feet.
2 more feet.
2 more feet. And don't forget the toes as well. Got to do the toes here. Okay. See, now I'm starting to kind of like shape it a little bit. You see what I'm doing? Can you start doing the tweaks?
What tweaks?
Well, what I did is I now have got in the middle here. I've separated the legs a bit more.
Separated.
Yep. And then I've got like the kind of where the chest is. So now it's starting to look more like this. And it helps when you draw lightly, because when you draw lightly, you can do all these little things. All right, now we're nearing the end of our picture. I'm going to have the back legs pop out like this.
Back legs.
Yep. Now, to be honest, a lot of young drawers just kind of do, they draw what they're told to draw, or they draw what they see. They draw the outlines of what they see. And even here in this picture, I kind of used shapes, but I'm also just showing you guys outlines as well. And the reason being is because as you get older with and more experienced with your drawings, if you understand the anatomy of a cat or an animal, you would understand what it is that I'm drawing. So just so that you know, these are the knees of the cat, right? And this is the foot or the toes of the cat. So really what's happening, I don't know if I can show this properly, but really what you're doing is I can't do it, but your knees are up. So really the cat's sitting like this, and then the knees are up like this, right? And
Like this?
yes, kind of like that. Whoops, you're not even in the Where are you? Where'd you go? Here we are, back to the picture. So I hope that makes sense. And this would be like, so this is like the ribs, the chest, right? And then this is the neck. And so, you know, like, kind of looks like this. And then the legs are up in the air like this. Does that make sense, Ryan?
Yeah, but...
Okay, we need a tail, don't we?
Tail.
Let me erase some of this stuff here. Okay, let's put the tail on, and then our picture is done. Okay. Let's draw the tail here. So my tail is going to come off to the side like that. Ooh, don't like that tail. Let's do that again. Make it more furry. I don't even know if I like that tail, but we'll stick with it. So there's the tail, and I'm going to do some, and again for the older students, your 10 and 11-year-olds or even 8, 9-year-olds, try doing a little bit of shading just off to the side there. By doing a little bit of shading, it allows you to see that the tail is in the back. It's coming from the back of the animal.
I did the tail already.
Did you draw the tail?
Yeah, but
Good job.
Kind of.
Wow, let's have a peek. So, whoops, wrong camera. Let's have a peek. This is Ryan's version. Ryan, that is awesome. It's like a rabbit cat. It's pretty good. Love all the detail. I love that you did whiskers. Love that it's on an angle, too. There, like that. Good job, buddy. Okay, good experience. So, let's...
my picture's on an angle.
My picture's on an angle, too. So, let's end there. Let's have this cat be finished. Do we have a name for the cat, Ryan?
Alex.
Alex? Okay. Alex the cat. So, I have a question for you, Ryan. If I move this cat off to the side, and I put the other cat that I did earlier, you could tell me which cat you like better. I honestly like the second cat better. I like this one. This one's cuter. Which one's cuter? So there's a question for you guys. Which cat do you like better? So there's the two cats.
I kind of like this one.
Yeah, I like this one too. That was the first one I did. But this one, Alex, just looks a little bit different. Alex's eyes are a bit smaller.
And Alex's Alex is a little bit like this. Has a furry tail right there.
Yeah.
That one isn't, and it has like a shade, and that one isn't.
Yeah.
Like a.
There you go. Cool. Okay. All right. So that concludes another workshop or another drawing workshop. And don't forget, draw lightly, use shapes, and your picture does not have to look like this one. Right?
I actually like Alex.
Cool.
Kind of.
Okay. Say bye, Ryan.
Bye.
Okay, so hopefully you had some success or are in the middle of having success with your drawing. Aubrey's been plugging away at her picture and doing a really good job, Aubrey. Similar to Ryan, Aubrey is kind of says or has told me that it's kind of a dog. Is it a dog?
And a cat.
It's a dog. It's a dog and a cat. So let's have a look at Aubrey's picture. So if I can get in there. So it's like, so the ears, similar to what Ryan did. I had to help with the feet a little bit, but everything else she did quite well on her own. But you know, it's not easy, and so that's why it's sometimes important if parents are around to help with some of the little details. So what I want to show you is this colored version. There's a bit of a kind of a 1 minute, 1.5 minute video of how it came to be. Now your picture's not going to look like this one because I used a computer, right? I used an iPad. But if you're doing it with pencil crayons, please remember the pressure needs to be the same. And then when you want to go dark, you want to just put a little bit more pressure, but try to think of it as layers. You put your light layer on, and then you put your darker layer on. I'll show you this quick little clip of how the picture came to be. Okay, so your job, when you have time today, or tomorrow, or the next day, I would love to see your cat pictures. If it's colored, great. If it's not colored, no problem. Send me your cat pictures on the Facebook post. We would love to see it. Aubrey's already plugging away at coloring hers in. You must be inspired, Aubrey. That's a good thing. So send me your cartoon cats. I would love to see them, and I'll give you some feedback. Next class is going to be on Monday at the same time at 11:30 a.m. And we're going to be doing a little, what are we doing? We're going to be doing a cartoon face. And now we've already done a cartoon face, but this time it's going to be a 3/4 view. And we will try to color that one as well. Possibly later on in the week, I might do a little surprise Disney cartoon inspired by Madame Noble because she wanted to do a Disney picture with her kids. So I'll try to get a Disney picture in there. I'm thinking it's going to be a unique Disney cartoon, my own version of a Disney cartoon. Anyway, send me your pictures. Can't wait to see them. And I will see you on Monday at 11:30 a.m. Bye for now.